In my last couple of videos, I redesigned things, I realistified things. But in this video, I'll be ruining things. So let's get started. Okay, let's start with the Pringles man. First, let's get rid of this background. Let's make the same shape, filled with the exact same white color. And then these two eyes. Now comes the interesting part. By looking at his mustache, he's looking like a happy man. But you are here to see me ruining these things. So let's give him a mustache with a different mood. Let's make it pointy. Let me just do this to his eye and the eyebrow. I think I need to make his mustache more precise and the second eyebrow. What if I add hairs here? Because we know that there was a time when he also had hairs. Okay, let's change the color of his face and to give it some dimension, some shadows here and the highlights on the opposite side. Then I made his mustache a little bit thick, give some height to his eyebrow. Now I need to make things little extra, like this little wrinkle, some highlights for his eye, and then I removed hairs. Now I got an idea. For that, first let's add a mouth, and now let's give him a cigarette. Just wait, it will look like a cigarette. Little red dots so that it look like it's burning. Black outline because this part has burned already. Few smoke here and few more lines to enhance it even more. Some highlights, shadows, and the cigarette is complete. A wound mark on his eye. Now the Pringles text. I'll draw them by my hand so that it will look like handwritten. And that same bow tie shape. A texture to the text. Okay, let's take it one step further and give them the effect of like these text are melting. And that's it. I've changed the background to the white because this logo stand out in the white even more. Second one is of Burger King. Let's take this upper bun. Instead of warping, let's paint it. I will not make it smooth because in the final result I want this to look like a grungy texture kind of thing because it's a food item and whenever foods get rotten then some kind of texture would have appear on the surface. You get my point, right? Few stains to make it look like rotten, few more to make it even worse, and lots of white seeds to give a feel of burger bun. Okay, just use the same bun for the lower one with some little changes so that they does not look like identical to each other. And for the leaf part, I found an illustration image which I'm going to use in my design. Same goes for the lower part. Now the fun part begins, which everyone hates on this planet, and that is bad smell. I mean the smell from a rotten food. And I'm going to give him that smell because I'm doing what? Yes, ruining things. So it's an obvious thing to do with this food brand. One more layer of stain because now at this time this bun start losing his color. Now the text. Again, I'll draw them by myself. The king part. And you know what is the opposite of king? No king. Yep, that's good. And then I removed the leaf illustration image that I used and painted that with my hand and gave every effect that the bun has. I mean, all I'm doing is just making things worse and specifically these food items. And we know that rotten food attracts insects, so let's add them as well. Now their wings because they need to fly. Okay, let's take it even one step further to the worst. Let's add some worm in this bun, a hole from which they will escape and a green color worm. Few lines on his body, few more here and there. And now this burger is not edible. And after making it even worse, here is your burger, no king food brand. I'm sure that from now on you will think about it whenever you eat the burger from this brand. And the last but not the least, KFC. Let's first start with the circular shape. So idea is to turn this guy into a kid because KFC is all about food and kids don't know how to cook. So for that I found this image, I only need face. Let's match it with the real. What if I just cut these hairs and make it bigger? Not bad. I think I should add the thug life glasses because this will show that this kid doesn't care about the business. He's just enjoying being rich. And for his lower body, I found this image which has the similar vibe as the original. I'm close to that. Now the beard. Right now I'm just putting it for the reference. I'll make the shape later. In the original it is white. Few black outlines to stand out. Same process for his mustache. See, now his finger is looking like he's proud of having these mustaches. I know this kid is not old enough to have these, but you are not here to see the perfection in this video. Are you? KFC text. Let's make his clothes same as the original. Like this apron kind of thing should be red. These three lines and the rest parts should be white. This is quite good. And to make it hard to digest, let's add a knife here. Because knife and kid should be away from each other. Let him just make his eye little close. I don't know it's only me or you guys also get this same vibe from these eyes that he'll not listen to anyone no matter what. and that's make it even worse. I need to make a black border for his lower body because upper one has it, and also a thicker one for shadows. And then I gave his beard and mustache the exact same color of his original hair because that would make sense. And after making few more adjustments, here we are. Now just imagine for a moment, if this kid will take over the business, then no one, literally no one can save the KFC business. And I'm out.